Smooth, I bring warnings and watches from July the 24th, 2017 till August the 1st, 2017 and beyond for hurricanes. We're going to start off with the Pacific. Right now in the Pacific, we got two tropical storms, one hurricane, and coming off, we might see another two more tropical storms. If you look over Hawaii, that's to your left. Just zoom in a little bit. Move this over. That's not Hawaii. Let me just move this over. This is going really slow. Sorry, folks. Let me just zoom out a little bit. You can see the islands, all right? Right in the middle where you see the island. I'm trying to zoom in. There's a Haarp ring over there, all right? Now, if we scroll over, there's two tropical storms and one hurricane. In 1 second, let me recalibrate this. Alright, so as I'm just recalibrate that, you have one tropical storm right here. You got another tropical storm in the middle. You got a hurricane at the very end, and then you got stuff coming off Central America in the south. Alright, that's going to create another, maybe one or two tropical storm. If you look north around Nicaragua, you will see another Haarp ring. I'm going to put warnings and watches for the future for Atlantic Ocean. But right now we're going to be talking about the Pacific Ocean. And I'm going to put warnings and watches for a tropical storm or hurricane that will hit Hawaii. Not between the 29th till August the 3rd, the 4th. And we're going to get into it. And also, I just want to remind you guys, there is a Haarp ring. Let me just zoom out right there to my right, where it says Mexico. Just go away right there by Murada. All right, folks. So let's go to Earth Global Wind. And this is very important, this Earth Global Wind. So we're going to start off doing the Pacific. Like I said, our Earth today been hit with a lot of energy from Haarp. And here you go. And I also did a previous video, earthquake warnings in certain areas. And now I'm doing hurricane and future hurricanes and tropical storm warnings for these areas. And now, right now, we're in the Pacific. And I did put a warning and watch over here around Hawaii. All right, so the first tropical storm you can see is getting beat down from the north, from northern winds blowing up, but it is strengthened from southern in the southern Pacific, so it's staying a tropical storm, and it's going to make a headway. All right, and that first storm is going to chew away to the north and push the northern up north. The second tropical storm, as you can see, let me zoom over. Sorry about that, folks. I want you guys to really take this important because no one is right now talking about Hawaii getting hit with a tropical storm or a hurricane. All right, so let's zoom over a little bit. Let's go to the second one, and that's a tropical storm too. Let it load up. After the first one starts moving a little bit north, it's going to eat away and push the northern wind that's going all the way up towards Canada, coming back down, feeding that top part. And the southern winds, and it's going to make it move, so it's going to keep an opening for the second tropical storm and make it where it is and push that entire high pressure and low pressure and all that wind up north. What it's going to do is give room to this hurricane that's going to come in and die down where the first tropical storm is, but be able to maybe be able to re-strengthen to a Category 2, Category 3 hurricane. Right there now, they're not showing, but there's a lot of energy waves, a lot of storms coming off Central America down here by Panama. And we're going to show it to you in 1 second. A lot of storms coming that way. So we might see another one or two tropical storms. So from right now, between July the 29th till August the 3rd, I'm putting warnings and watches for a tropical storm. Yes, you heard it, right? For Hawaii and possible a hurricane. The latest date a tropical storm or hurricane will hit Hawaii is around August the 7th. I'm saying this before the Weather Channel and all that stuff is saying that. All right, let's move on to the Atlantic Ocean. All right, so at the bottom, I'm just showing all this energy that's coming off of South America. All right, all these little clouds got the possibility to make another tropical storm or two tropical storms. All right. Next, there is a Haarp ring off the central part of Central America. All right, and there's a Haarp ring that I showed you in the other video from the ionic sphere and all that stuff that's happening between Puerto Rico, San Juan, Haiti, all that around here, between northern South America and the Bahamas and the Caribbean's up here. All right, folks. We're going to get into that in 1 second because it's very, very important to understand that they're also electrifying the East Coast, the Gulf of Mexico. This water, they're making it warmer. And we're going to go to Mimic just for me to show you. Alright, so far we got, if you zoom in, you do got the first tropical storm, you got the second tropical storm, you got the hurricane. But if you look how powerful these other storms coming off, it's going to either make another tropical storm or a second tropical storm. Yes, we're possibly to have 4 tropical storms, maybe even 2 hurricanes. This is just like last year, a repeat. Alright, folks. And when you move over and you go to the Atlantic Ocean, alright, you got energy that they're pumping around here in the central and Gulf of Mexico, Puerto Rico, all the way down to South America. If you look at the Horn of Africa, we got a lot of storms coming off that's staying between 10 north and 20 north, the perfect condition for future hurricanes. All right, and like I said, as I scroll back, our Earth been hit by Haarp. Our Earth been hit by Haarp for major earthquakes. I did that in the last video. And I did put warnings and watches out for Hawaii to be prepared from July the 29th till the 3rd for tropical storm, but all the way up to August the 7th. So let's just say July the 29th to August the 7th, warnings and watches for tropical storm or hurricane to hit Hawaii. All right. I'm going to put warnings and watches for the Atlantic. All right, we're going to look at these storms from the Atlantic. All right, coming off the Gulf, the Horns of Africa, right here. All right, the perfect place that hurricanes start to develop is in the Horn. All right, and that's between 10 north and 20 north, coming off of Africa. And that's a powerful storm that's coming off Africa. Right here. Alright. And so, give that 7 days from now, from the 24th. This is the 31st August. And that'll make it between the 50 west, 20 in the middle, around 15 north, 20 north. Alright. The perfect area. And they're energizing as we speak right here. Alright. And they're not just energizing that area, they're also energizing right here. So we might have another possible tropical storm, hurricane, going up the Gulf of Mexico. But most likely it's going to be that storm coming off that's going to get energized right between Puerto Rico, Haiti, Dominican Republic, and north of South America. Right here in the middle. Right here. Alright, once it gets there, it's going to turn to a tropical storm, or even if it's going to be already a tropical storm, and be a hurricane. That hurricane might go up towards the Gulf of Mexico, or might go up the East Coast. And I'm putting warnings and watches starting from July the 21st till August the 13th for a hurricane. I'm putting 2 warnings. One that's going to head in the Gulf of Mexico, or one that's going to go up towards the East Coast, like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. Alright, now let's get into the weather around the country. The weather around the country is very calm, light. Alright, it's from the chemtrails. They're trying to make the west less hot with cloud cover and rain, as you can see. These storms aren't moving nowhere yet. They're not moving nowhere yet. It's because of those tropical storms. But these storms later on in the week, around Thursday, Friday, will move from the west to the east. And if you look inside central Texas, I'm putting warnings and watches for moderate to major storms in the next 24 to 72 hours. And then from 72 hours, from 48 to past 72 hours on the east. There's also a Haarp ring. If you could look, they're charging this up, all right, for the storm that's coming, all right, on around Cuba. All right, you can see there's a Haarp ring right there, folks. You see there's a Haarp ring in central Florida. All right, you can see Haarp rings all the way up the East Coast. All right, and yes, you got major storms up here in the Northeast by Vermont and Maine. All right, but we're going to see a lot of major storms later on this week. These storms are going to be powerful cells. Starting right now, we got powerful storms definitely in the south, and that's still going to remain for the next 24, 72 hours beyond that. But when these storms out here in the west start moving over, all right, definitely warnings and watches for central Texas for the next 24, 72 hours. Warnings and watches for moderate to major storms in the south from now till past 72 hours, till I'm going to say, till I come back on the 30th, 31st, folks. I just want you people to realize that there is a warning right now for hurricanes that's going to end up tropical storm hurricanes around the 29th till August the 3rd, happening even all the way up to the 7th, like I said, in Hawaii. Warnings and watches from August the 3rd till August the 10th for hurricanes, tropical storms for the Gulf of Mexico and the southeast of the United States of America. And later this week, we are going to keep on seeing moderate to major storms in the south. That's going to keep on continuing. And this big system is going to head through the mid-plains and then the Midwest, making its way to the Northeast. Please like, subscribe. This is the No Face Movement. Moving to next time. Facing off.